Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to check out a visual novel called Jisei, the First Case HD. We'll be playing the Switch version. It's also available on other platforms and stuff if you want to check it out. But yeah, let's go ahead. I thought this looked interesting enough to begin a video. If this is your first time coming to the channel, feel free to hit that subscription button. Let's begin. Whoever said your life flashes before your eyes when you die should be shot. That's a pretty big statement. Maybe he'd see what it's really like. When you die, there are only two things. The first is the sudden and terrifying realization that you're dying. The second thing is the final wish. That's actually pretty deep. As a person dies, there's always one last thing they wish they could do before they pass on. Sometimes the symbols want to say goodbye to a loved one, but usually it's a wish full of pain and regret. Oh man, that's fucking deep actually. It's a wish for a life lived better, an angry word taken back, or a promise kept. A wish that never be granted. Death sucks. Every single time. Every single time. Experienced so many, I'm kind of numb to the whole thing by now. It's not to say I'm comfortable with it. I'm just used to it. After all, experiencing death is the story of my life. Wow. That's a pretty interesting opening. Jisei. Jisei? I don't know how to pronounce Japanese stuff. Look at these look at this animation art style. Of course you can't have a visual novel without a music video cinematic to open up. Listen to this song. Chance Jackson. You know what? We're gonna skip it because I don't know if that's gonna have copyright or not. Where am I? Think slowly, trying to get my bearings. This place doesn't look familiar. Then again, it's been 3 years since anything has looked familiar to me. I yawn as my mind slowly clears. The room I'm in is filled with the scent of freshly ground coffee. I hear something. The machine? Steam? Right. I'm in a coffee shop in some city called Edgewater. It's my second day in the city. Judging from the empty cup on the table in front of me, I stopped here for a coffee because I was getting sleepy. Then I fell asleep. Typical. I guess even a triple shot mocha latte isn't enough to keep me up these days. I wonder if I should get another one. Why not? So visual novels, if you don't know, are a lot of reading. A lot of just sitting here. Honestly, they're not the best to do a let's play of or whatever, but I'm not the best channel to do videos anyway, am I not? I was joking.
Did you have a nice nap?
Oh, voice acting. You saw me? Wow, I didn't know there would be voice acting.
Don't worry, you weren't snoring or anything. But I'd wipe that drool off your face if I were you. I'm kidding. You're fine.
That's nice to see some voice acting in it. Usually there's not, so that's good. It's a good little touch.
So, what can I get for you?
Alright. What happened?
Whoa, are you okay?
Something weird just happened.
You look like you want to hurl.
You look like you want to hurl. I'm not gonna puke. He's gotta puke. He's gotta puke.
Hey, if you're not feeling well, the bathrooms are down that hallway.
I'm waiting for the scary stuff to happen. Gotta be counting for support. Stumble off in the direction she's pointing. Head's hurting even more now. If I'm feeling this sick, it can only mean one thing. Uh-oh. Dum dum dum. Someone has died. So I walk down the hallway. I see the door to the women's bathroom is wide open. You're kidding. Wish there were a joke, but the insistent throbbing in my head tells me otherwise. So there's a dead body inside the bathroom at this coffee shop. On the top floor of the women's bathroom is a corpse of a woman. Enter the restroom, gagging at the smell of the restroom's flowery perfume and disinfectant. The knife sticking out of her chest doesn't make me terribly optimistic about what I'm about to do next. I hope she died quickly, otherwise it's going to wind up being very unpleasant. Am I going to enter her body and get her memories, or what's going on here? Glance around quickly, make sure no one's looking before I reach forward and touch her arm. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Brace myself for the sudden pain in my chest, but it never comes. Can't breathe. I try to open my mouth, but it refuses to open. Something's on my face, but I want to tear it away, but someone's holding me down. Alright. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I only wish that... As I open my eyes, I instantly gasp for air. No, I wasn't suffocating, but it's still a reflex. My brain always remembers the pain of every death I experience, even though none of them are mine. Suddenly aware of someone staring at me from the hallway.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything, woman. Woman standing behind me, staring in horror at the dead body lying on the restroom floor. I didn't... Wait. I sigh and hang my head. This isn't going to end well. Then again, it never does.
Hey, kid, move away from the body.
Cops got here quick. Voice in my ear, sharp, fluid, and commanding. Without the uniform, it's obviously some sort of man in law. Considering what he's wearing, I'd guess police officer. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. Mr. Officer. Mr. Officer. Sorry, officer. I promise I didn't move anything. He looks surprised.
Officer?
Sorry, you're not. Sorry, my dad was a police officer and you kind of look like him. I mean, you carry yourself the same way. Your dad was an officer. Which precinct? Sounds skeptical. I guess I can't blame him. Don't remember. It was a while back when we still lived in Los Angeles. He raises a knowing eyebrow as if he's just caught me in a lie, but he doesn't comment on it.
I see. Well, why don't you come with me?
Sure. Follow officer back in the main area of the shop. Woman who first saw me standing by one of the tables looking shaken. She's shaken. Only one other people in the shop are the girl who works here and a guy who looks like he's in college. Look at that dude on the right.
Excuse me, everyone. I'd like your attention for a moment.
So it's gonna be a murder mystery or what?
I'm Detective Nikolai Gursky.
Detective pauses for a moment. Looks like he's trying to choose his words carefully.
Unfortunately, a dead body has just been discovered on this premises.
Thank you, police siren, by the way.
What? But how? I mean, who?
Unfortunately, I don't know anything about the situation yet. Because of this, I'm going to have to ask you all to stay here until the police come.
Until they come? You mean the police?
So we're all
here?
in a coffee shop randomly with a dead body,
I'm
a
technically
detective,
not right now. I just
college kid, the girl.
I see.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak with each of you separately for just a little bit.
Plot is thickening. It picked up quick. Just a lot of reading again. It's not so much of a game, it's more of something that you sit down and
Is
read.
that okay?
So these don't make for the best types of Let's Plays again, but
Sure.
thought it looked interesting enough, so I wanted to check it out. I'm the king of
Yeah.
shovelware, right?
It's okay with me.
Yes, it's fine.
What about you, kid?
It's fine with me.
Right. Then we'll start with you. Come with me, please.
Start with you. Come with me, please. Motions for me to follow him into the hallway, away from the rest of the coffee shop. As we walk down the hallway, can't help but stare at the body in the bathroom. Detective Gursky glances at me, gently kicks the door of the bathroom, and it swings in, bounces off the wall, closing with a soft thud.
How are you feeling?
fine, I guess.
You just saw a dead body and you're fine?
He frowns at me.
Never mind. Let's just start with your name.
I'd rather not say.
Why not?
Because I'd rather not. I'm acting weird.
An officer of the law is asking you a question.
Then I plead the fifth.
The Fifth Amendment is only applicable to testifying under oath in a court of law or other tribunal.
I invoke my... Why was my character being a prick? Why don't I just cooperate? like I'm innocent. I found the dead body. Like, why do I have to be like, oh, I'm not going to say anything or do anything?
What happened today?
Like what the hell?
Anything you think is pertinent.
Came here around noon, ordered coffee, drank it.
You fell asleep after you drank a triple shot mocha latte?
I fell asleep. How do you know what I drank? Ooh. Oh, he looks at the empty cup where I was sleeping.
Saw you snoozing when I came in. The mocha latte checkbox is checked off on the side of the cup, and the maroon sleeve around the cup is only...
Oh, this
used
guy's
for
good.
shots.
He knows what he's talking about. He knows the mocha
I am
latte
a
latte.
detective,
Mocha latte chatte. Smoke a latte Creole lady marmalade. You guys are probably definitely not watching this video anymore, but if you made it this far, hashtag booty pump in the comments. And I know you watched this.
So, around 2:40,
I-
I'd say.
Is there any way to even skip through this and get to an actual game or what? About to get another drink when I suddenly...
yes, I did
I mean,
see
I
you
could
looked a
just
little
sit
ill
here
when
and
you were
talk
at the
about
counter.
whatever. Could talk about, you know, going to Burger King tomorrow. The girl at the counter told me I should go to the bathroom, and when I went and saw the body lying there. So the girl was like, oh, you don't look
What
well.
were
You
you
should
doing
go to
in
the
the women's
bathroom.
bathroom?
It's almost like she knew it. Door's already open. I saw her from the hallway.
Did you touch her?
I did not touch her. I say no, they'll probably find my prints on her anyway. You're not wrong, because I touched her arm.
And why were you touching her?
I want to see if she was okay. I didn't know she was dead at the time. That's fair. Detective nods understandingly, but I doubt he believes me. Any idiot could have seen the knife in that woman's chest from at least 10 feet away.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I'm innocent, I tell ya. I'm innocent. Think there's something suspicious about this. Here we go. First pick. Think there's something suspicious about this death.
There's a dead woman with a knife in her chest.
Suspicious goes without saying. I mean, he's not wrong.
But what makes you think this is suspicious?
Makes things suspicious. I mean, she's just randomly on the floor with a knife in a coffee shop.
Anything else? Then please wait in the main area.
Please wait in the main area. Alright, douche. Detective Gursky follows me to the rest of the people in the coffee shop.
Would anyone like to go next?
Your mom.
I'll go.
Alright, the woman's going. The woman raises her hand timidly. Detective Gursky nods at her.
Then follow me.
Then follow me. Sink down into one of the chairs and close my eyes. Great. Now it's going to be like some crazy cinematic. This isn't making sense. The woman in the restroom has a knife in her chest, no doubt. My vision, she was being suffocated. Then again, my vision did cut off before it finished. So she died a different way, but then there was a knife. Woman interrupted me. Wish I could read the body again. I'm sure to get caught if I even try to get close to that body. Somehow it doesn't really seem worth the risk. I guess I'll just have to approach this from a different angle. Examine the room. Here we go. Cafe small and clean with a series of paintings and a wall display stand featuring expensive bags of coffee. To side There's a hallway that leads to bathrooms. There's also a kitchen in the back, but I can't see it from here. Let's move. Should probably say put for now. Okay. So it's not letting me move. Talk. Let's choose the kid. Across the room, the college boy's typing away at his laptop. He pauses to glance at a pile of notes on the table next to him. I'm reading way faster than the auto moves. He's still doing homework at a time like this? I mean, hey, grades are important. Looks up and we briefly make eye contact.
Is something wrong?
Not really. You just look really calm, all things considered. I mushmouth today. Glances to the side nervously.
Actually, I'm pretty freaked out.
It's pretty freaked out.
It hasn't really set in, you know? Part of me is hoping this is all just a hidden camera show or something.
Be a lot nicer if that were the case. You're not wrong. Finding dead bodies is the worst feeling in the world.
Sorry. You're the one who found the body, right?
I am the one. I am the one, don't need no done, blah, 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 blah. Silent for a moment.
Is it scary? Seeing a dead body, I mean.
Nah. It's not bad. People would be pretty terrified to see a dead body, especially one that's obviously been murdered.
You look pretty calm too, you know?
I'm alright. Just slightly confused.
My name's Kizaki. What about you?
My name's Kazaki. What about you? I'd rather not. Why does my dude not want to tell anybody his name? Stares off in the distance for a moment. Looks like he's spacing out. You okay?
Huh? Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Nods nervously before smiling warmingly at me.
It's okay if you don't want to say your name.
So what are you doing here anyway? Do you still think the killer's here? Can you remember? Let's ask, can you remember anything about the woman who died?
I'm afraid I was pretty caught up in my work.
Didn't really notice
I didn't
much.
really notice much about anyone else.
This game is absurdly slow paced. I've played some visual novels, but usually there's like
I think she may have been looking for someone.
different
When she came
options
in,
and
she
stuff.
looked
Like
around a bit,
I'm
she was
if you
expecting
guys
to
are
see
bored, I'm bored. If I'm bored, you're bored.
I remember wondering if she was looking for you, and you just didn't notice her because you were asleep.
Huh. Is there anyone in this coffee shop who didn't watch me sleep? Like, what kind of loser falls asleep in a coffee shop? So what are you doing here anyway?
Studying.
Studying? Nods at the pile of paper scattered across the table.
I have an exam soon, and I come here a lot since it's a quiet place.
Is am
with
I able to go
distractions.
faster if I... There we go. He sighs. So much for that. What's the exam on?
Huh?
A glance at the papers scattered across the table. They're covered in notes written in Japanese. Japanese?
Yeah.
Yeah, Japanese. He doesn't sound terribly confident. What should I ask? Do you think the killer's still here? He suddenly turns pale.
Killer?
I
I thought she died from a heart attack or something. Oh no, this is even worse.
He looks like he's about to start crying. Whoa.
What if the murderer is still here? What if we're all going to be picked off one by one until there's no one left?
What if? I really don't think that's the case. Besides, it's not as if we're trapped on a remote island or anything. Point at Kazaki's laptop. You're even connected to the internet.
Oh yeah.
Suddenly looks a lot more relieved.
I guess I overreacted.
You did overreact. No kidding.
But it's still really creepy to think that someone was killed here. I hope that detective figures it out soon.
I hope he figures it out too, buddy.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Oh, here comes the detective. Approaches us. The woman speaking with trails closely behind him. As soon as she sees me, she quickly looks away.
No, we're not doing anything in particular.
Kazaki's voice trails off as he speaks. He looks uncomfortable.
Right. In that case, would you please come with me?
Right. In that case, would you please come with me?
Oh, yeah.
Kazaki follows Detective Gursky to the hallway. About earlier.
Don't touch me.
Ooh. Don't touch me. Woman glares me, her eyes laced with disgust.
I saw what you did.
I saw what you did. Didn't do anything. I found her like that. Woman frowns at me.
Just don't speak to me.
Just don't speak to me. She sits down and folds her arms, glaring at me from across the room. Guess I should leave her alone. Girl who works at the shop sitting a few tables away from me, staring at the ground. She looks up, notices I'm looking in her direction.
Surreal, isn't it?
Surreal, isn't it? Huh?
Knowing you're in the same building as a dead body, I mean.
Knowing as you're in the same building as a dead body. I mean, you're not wrong. She smiles apologetically at me.
By the way, my name's Chance.
Chance. Chance the Rapper? Sounds like such a fake name. You have a rather unusual name. She laughs.
I get that a lot.
Get that a lot.
The truth is, I changed my name. My parents named me Bertha.
Bertha?
That's not exactly a good name for a famous singer.
Famous singer?
Not yet, but I
Want to be.
I
I know it's a crazy dream, but I'm willing to take the chance. All right. I get it.
That's why I chose that name.
Chance,
Get it?
Chance?
Chance? I'm pretty cheesy, huh?
Maybe not cheesy, but I think the name Bertha actually means famous. So really, you had a good name in the first... Wow, I'm kind of sassy. I'm
How do you
sassy
know
at
that?
Chance.
You're pretty smart.
Not particularly. I just like to pay attention to names and what they mean.
That's cool. I know
Someone just like you. I always hear that. Seriously doubt. Should I ask? Do you know anything about the woman who died?
Nothing comes to mind.
Saw her
I
go
saw
to
her
the
go to the
bathroom
bathroom
earlier.
but I wasn't
Pay
paying
attention.
attention.
Nobody in this coffee shop paid
I
attention.
would've recognized her
Does
if
nobody
someone had
get
knew.
alerted to their surroundings? Do you remember what time you saw her?
Maybe around 2 o'clock? I'm not sure.
Around 2? Not sure. What makes you think it was 2?
Well,
Shift
my
starts around then.
and she came in a little bit after I did.
Huh.
She looked like a secretary, so I thought it was weird that she'd come during working hours.
I see. What should I ask? Do you think the killer's still around?
I sure hope not.
Sure hope not. Chance shivers.
I don't know why he'd stick around anyway. Doesn't a murderer usually run after he kills someone?
Possibly. Good point.
You two look like you're getting along.
We are.
We were just chatting.
We're just chatting.
I see that. I hope you don't mind if I cut in.
Hope you don't mind if I cut in. Go ahead, buddy boy. Corner of my eye, I see the woman from earlier still glaring at me. What's this woman want? She's
I
mad
thought I
dogging me.
told
She
you
looks
not
like
to
a
speak to me.
Karen. Like an anime Karen. Thought I told you not to speak to me. Listen, I don't know what you thought you saw, that woman was already dead when I found her.
Don't take me for a fool.
I want to reasonable with her, but she's being so difficult. If you just thought about it, you wouldn't think that. If you actually killed a woman, don't you think I'd try to stop you, at least run away? Instead, I waited around and even spoke with that detective. She's quiet. She doesn't respond. Really? You're going to discount me just like that?
Fine, I'll bite. What's your side of the story?
What's my side of the story? Told you I found her like that. Jesus.
That's
Gosh.
nice.
Freaking
Now don't talk
idiot.
to me.
You don't believe me? Sure don't. If you actually show
If
me
you can
proof.
actually show me proof, then maybe I'll listen to you.
Interrogating him yourself, Miss Bergstrom?
Yeah, woman. Approaches with a hint of a smile on his lips. It's hard to tell if he's actually amused or just hiding his annoyance.
He wanted to talk to me.
I didn't want to talk to you.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak with him.
Thank you.
Sure, do as you please.
Police business here. She shrugs and walks away. Follow Detective Gursky off to the side.
Are you sure talking with your main accuser was really a good idea?
You sure she's my main accuser?
You do realize that she's convinced you're the murderer, right? Acting like that only makes you look more suspicious.
God, this people. Yeah, well,
And I have to be honest, a lot of the evidence points towards you already.
you're not wrong, because there's no evidence at all.
You were the first at the scene, and you even admitted to touching the body. There's not much that votes for your innocence.
Well, thank you. Evidence you have is only circumstantial.
I can hold you for 48 hours before charging you with a crime. That's enough time to find more evidence.
Is he gonna hold me? Sometimes I hate that law. I know, but I didn't do it.
If you really want me to believe you, you're going to have to be a lot more cooperative. Obviously, you're interested in clearing your name, or whatever it may be. It works better if you work with me, not against me.
He's not wrong. You want my help? He frowns.
Not particularly, but I don't have many
So am I like a murdered, like a dead people whisperer? Am I gonna like figure out how she got murdered by like going in her mind or something?
But then you just go behind my back. I'd rather have you where I can keep an eye on you. So I'll let you talk around, but you have to tell me everything you learn. And for the record, this isn't a free pass to conduct your own investigation. I'm only saying you can talk with the others. Got it?
I got it. So I gotta have a little bit of slack for now. Even if he says that, it's not like he's giving me any useful information to go off of. Alright guys, I'm going to end it here. This is very slow paced. Obviously something like this is something that's going to be played for hours. A Let's Play is not the best type of content to have for this unless I'm going to sit here for forever or make multiple parts. It's okay. It's an average visual novel. I've played several of these. Honestly, they're not my cup of tea. I'm probably never going to do another visual novel. Just because they seem to not get enough of a good response on the channel, and I don't have time to sit here and actually full-fledged review these type of games, so I'm going to stop trying to do that as in regards to at least this genre. This one seems like it has an interesting plot. I would love to see where it's going to go at, but I also don't want to spoil stuff for you guys, so we'll just cut it right here. Comment down below if you've played this before, if this looks like something that you want to check out. Yeah. If you like the channel, leave a like. If you didn't, yeah, anyways, subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys on the next one.